1, 2, 3, and then there was a fourth one that came over. Hopefully when I turn these on, we don't see water gushing out of there. Got 2.5 tons for the first load. I didn't want to bring too much into the backyard because I got to drive into the backyard. It's probably going to take a good bit more. I took out 4.5 tons of dirt and concrete. I'm only trying to get one layer, then I'll go rent the compactor, compact everything, and then do another layer of this, compact everything. Got to do it in lifts, especially this deep area here where that massive chunk of concrete was. Here's kind of an in-progress view. Get up close to see the depth that I'm putting this at. This area here is the high point, so this might not get anything, but the first layer is going to go in this region. You can see I've got quite a bit to fill. So I'm just putting about 3 inches. That'll compact down to around 2.5, and then I'm going to go over the whole thing all over again, because this base here has to get to the height of this slab here. And this line on the foundation, you can see that there, that's the height that I need this base. This is the base. This will be the slab, and this will be the one step up and in. If I showed this to you yesterday, but here's a really old sprinkler head from many years ago. Haven't seen steel or cast iron champion sprinkler heads in a long time. Back with the second load. Just want to show you how well this recycled concrete supports a load. There is 10,000 pounds on those tires right now, and barely puts a track in it. So we got to raise everything up about 5 inches. Hopefully 3 tons does it, but I don't think it's going to. If you're wondering how I'm figuring out this grade, not very complicated. I've got a long board, a level, and I need the recycled concrete to follow that line. So I start here, got a piece of rebar hammered in. I'm gonna hammer another one there and go right straight across. And got a line on the foundation so I can keep that at the correct fall. And I got to do the same thing down here. Ten total tons put in there. and I took out 9 tons. 1, 2, 3, and then there was a 4th one that came over. Hopefully when I turn these on, we don't see water gushing out of there. I've taken all the sprinkler heads apart, cleaned all the wiper seals because it was leaking, shooting water out, down. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I've looked at so far. And we're gonna turn the sprinklers on and see what happens. Alright, here's my post layout. Just use the Sino tube as a little template for the spray paint. Got my string line all lined up. So that's not too bad. I think this is gonna really speed up the process. That's about 36 inches to the base. I gotta go down more. It's only an 8-inch hole, but man, does that really help me out. I gotta get it out much wider, but this pilot hole of the 8-inch auger is really gonna help things out. That went down there quick. The actual 16, 17, 18, the actual slab is going out 2 more feet this way and maybe 1.5 to 2 feet that way. So the whole thing is going to get backfilled all the way to there. There's our hole. Now it's not wide enough. Got to shave down the outside and then fit my Sino tube. I got all 4 holes dug. All the Sino tubes are level this way, not this way yet, but I'm trying to make sure they're dead center of the string line. My last one down here needs a little work. I think it's got to go this way about 1 inch. So we're gonna shave that side down, scoot it over, and then we got to make sure they're all at the same height out of the ground. Keep in mind there's a 5-inch slab going above that line there, and I want this maybe 1 inch above the slab. So here's my laser. This laser points directly at the level of that. And I want the top of the sono tubes 5 to 6 inches above that. So I just swung it from here to there, and it is pointed down at that sono tube there. Fortunately, I can't see it. What do you guys use for outdoor lasers? Does green work better? But I need something I can use outside as well as inside. It would probably be replacing this Bosch, or the Bosch would go on backup duty. If you put these on, you can see the laser in the sunlight. So what I'm doing now is just measuring from the laser to the top edge. Should be about 5 inches. Hello everybody! Thanks for watching my video. I tried to pack a lot into a short video. The whole raising the grade with the recycled concrete, 10,000 pounds, and digging. That little battery powered auger works amazing. You got to have a death grip on it though, or else it'll rip your arms right out, spin around and smash your shins. Ask me how I know that one. I think I answered all the questions that you could possibly have in the video, but if not, drop them down below and I will answer them in the next video. Last week there weren't too many questions, but there was a few on why I use such a small skid steer. One of the main reasons is I didn't want to break the other slab. I don't want to tear up the grass too much. You would never have known that I had a skid steer anywhere back there. The tire tracks have already worn away. I was making wide turns out on the grass to get a different angle. It didn't mess anything up. Now obviously if I had a bigger one, I could have just done one big scoop with that massive piece of concrete and just dumped it and be done with it. One question, someone said, why didn't I just tie a chain on it and drag it out of there? Well, where the hell would I drag it to? I still got to get it in the dump trailer and take it away. If you want to get in touch with me directly, you can do that through Patreon. There'll be a link in the description for that. If you want to catch up on the past videos in this massive project that started, I don't know, a couple months ago with removing an old deck and an old pergola and digging the foundation, that'll be in a playlist that I will link in the description of this video as well. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.